Yo, what's up? It's Monday morning, and that means it's time for another episode of Coffee and Cash. Guys, as you can notice, we're out and about, we're traveling again. So we are in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, and I have with me Jessé Rodrigues from Linkerdots.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great show. First off, we're going to talk about some holiday gift ideas that you might want to start promoting. And then we're going to talk about Jessé's interesting start into digital marketing and a little bit about what's happening in Brazil. So make sure you make it all the way till the end. You don't want to miss out. Before we get there, remember, any questions, anything you've got, send it to us at affiliates@digistore24.com. Okay, so let's talk about some of these offers right now. Christmas is right around the corner, right?
Yep.
So it means you need to start getting ready your campaigns to talk about this stuff. Because so many people are going to be eating Thanksgiving food, we thought gut might be a good place to start, right? There's going to be all sorts of dietary issues happening. So let's talk about it. Offer number one, right? It's daily probiotic, right? This is a healthy weight loss method to help people get slender in no time, focusing on clearing out their insides. It's great for women 35 plus. Right now, 65% rev share on that. On their end, they're seeing $190 AOV.
It's great.
This is great, right? You can make cash off of that. So make sure you check it out. There's going to be a link there in the show notes. Number two, GlucoTrust. Now, this isn't a new offer, right? GlucoTrust has been around.
Okay.
But GlucoTrust is in French now. So we're promoting now on the show the French version, right? French people eat food too, right? And so
yeah, for sure.
They've got all sorts of dietary issues, gut issues, weight loss issues. This offer kills 45 plus, great for any sort of a diabetes or weight loss target. 60% rev share on their end.
Wow.
$245.
This is a great AOV.
Right? And if you think about that French cost, it might be a little bit less of a spend, especially if you're promoting the English version. You might want to try this one out and go for it there. Third, Purodrine. Now, Purodrine is a killer offer. It's fairly new. They recently, not so long ago, launched their first offer, and this is their second, right? This is a great one. It's done really good with email. It's intended for women 35 plus. It's a great weight loss offer. On their end, what they're promoting internally, $200 AOV. They're giving out 60%. Next up, Peak BioBoost. Now, this one is a new one on our platform, but it's an offer that's existed. It's been out in the space before. What I would tell you, if you've run Peak BioBoost before, our cart, the Digistore 24 cart, is converting at an incredible clip. Some people have reported between 30 and 60% better conversions on their carts than on many of our competitors. So someplace else you might have promoted this. Come check it out. See if the conversions
This is a great offer.
Yeah, got to do it. Okay. Last one, we're going to talk about TryAlive, right? Converts best with email. So if you have a list of some sort, great for a weight loss list, 75% rev share. They're getting a 2.18% conversion rate with the dollar EPC. Good one to check out. On the episode today, I wanted to bring in Jessé. I met Jessé, right? And it's spelled Jesse, but we're going to say Jessé because that's
fine.
Portuguese, right? He's from Brazil. We met at Traffic and Conversion.
Yeah.
And we've talked a lot about how you need to get out to events. And this was just like a random bump in. I was feeling like my day at the booth was finally over. There wasn't much happening. And then I ran into you and Tiago. And it was this great find. And instantly we had this connection. And we said, wow, there's like a lot of stuff we could do together. So make sure you get out to these shows. Jessé, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background in digital marketing and how you've gotten to where you are, what you're doing right now with Linkerdots, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, for sure. First, I want to say thanks for having me here.
For sure, man.
I appreciate this opportunity to share about my experience. I have been working with digital marketing for almost 20 years.
Okay.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah, for digital marketing, that's like forever.
Exactly. So I have experience with different digital marketing agencies, media companies, e-commerces, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can see English is not my native language because I have been living here in US just for 4 years. I'm originally from Brazil. So in Brazil, I have been running for almost 12 years a company called Escola do Marketing Digital, or Digital Marketing School, where I sell my digital products basically where I teach and share my digital marketing experience with other professionals, entrepreneurs, and infoproductors. But here in the US, we found a digital marketing agency called Linkerdots.com. We help people like a local business, coaches, experts to sell online.
Okay. So tell me, what was the first thing you did online? Like, what was the first thing that got you working in the digital space?
This is a good question because I remember the magazine cover of 20 years ago, something like that, where this magazine says that Yahoo bought Brazilian search company in Brazil for millions of dollars in that time, 20 years ago, okay?
Yeah.
Yahoo bought...
now it's billions.
Exactly. So when I saw that, I like this thing about internet. I want to work with that, you know?
Cool.
One of the important things about internet is freedom. I think it's the best thing.
Absolutely.
You can make a lot of money. You can have an international experience, learn your language. You talk, you can work from anywhere.
Yeah.
But freedom is the best because you can, if you enjoy your lifestyle, if you want to stay more time with your family, if you want to work from anywhere, internet is the best thing.
That's what I love about it as well, right? So having my wife being from another country, it's really made it great being able to work here and work there.
Yeah.
And work anywhere. So you have a product, right, in Brazil.
Yeah.
Tell me about this digital product. Like, what's the goal of it? What are you doing with it? Like, how you got started with like your first info product? Were you doing like affiliate stuff first and then became an info guy, or?
Well, this is a good question because when I found my own company in 2010, at that time I already had almost 10 years of experience online, but as an employee worked for different companies. So in that time, I saw opportunity to share my experience with other companies.
Okay.
And one of the basic market fundamentals is to develop a solution for a market need. So when I see, people need to learn about digital marketing, I open my own school, selling my own digital products. The thing is that in that time, I remember, I like it. I have no idea how to record or how to create a digital product. So what I did, I created 10 different landing pages, one for each specific training. But I didn't have any of these trainings ready.
Done,
exactly. Okay. So what I did, I just created a forms or if you want to be part of this training, fill the form, you can enter in my waiting list.
Okay.
Based on that, I could create the products using a priority list.
So so you basically first, rather than investing in creating a product and then hoping there'd be an audience,
exactly,
you tested. You also create scarcity by saying, hey, we have a waiting list.
Exactly.
And then at no risk, created a product when you already had a buyer lined up.
And in that time, companies like Groupon was starting. Groupon and other companies like that. So I didn't have enough money to run my own advertising. So what I did, I just make some partnership with them, selling my offers with half of the price.
Okay.
So first I was generating mail list and attracting new customers, and then I could create my products. Make sense?
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Within that, what type of stuff are you teaching? So you're teaching these people how to do digital marketing. Are you teaching how to use specific platforms, how to be more of an affiliate, how to be a product owner?
Yeah, because 12 years of running this business on digital marketing, there are a lot of different, how can I say, focus.
Okay.
10 years ago, when you're talking about digital marketing, people are so basic on the stuff that you have to teach about everything to people. Mm-hmm. But today you have to be very specific in your offer. So today I'm teaching about how to create your own digital products online. Okay. Because based on my own experience and based on the needs of the market today, I believe this is one of the best niches on the market today.
So for those of you who weren't at Traffic and Conversion, I can't tell you how many people I spoke with that were talking about Brazil.
Yeah.
And so right now, if you don't know about it, right, it shouldn't be a secret anymore. Brazil is the next hot market. And so right now, the Brazilian just economy, it's huge.
For sure.
It is ginormous. It easily dwarfs the rest of like the Spanish speaking Americas.
Yeah.
Just it as a country alone beats all the rest combined.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of stuff happening. And so we at Digistore24, we've actually been getting a lot of affiliates now that have been coming from Brazil. And we're also working on getting to putting offers into Brazil as well. What are you seeing right now that's exciting about the Brazilian landscape?
Yeah, so I'm a part of a digital market, how can I say, leaders or pioneers that come to United States for long years to learn from American experts about the market here, because we believe, that Brazil is like a few years ago we compared to United States, but Brazil is a huge market. It's the number 10 market in the world and the economy. But very important thing is important for affiliates or vendors that intend to work in Brazil. Brazil has 220 million people population, and just less than 5% of population speak English. So if you intend to work with Brazilians, it's important to produce Portuguese content to help them to work with you. But on the other side, if you are looking, for example, for new affiliates from Brazil, it's a great opportunity, because for each dollar, it's worth like 5 Brazilian reals. And for example, if you get few affiliates from Brazil, they can spend less money to make sales for you. And for them, for these Brazilian affiliates, they can make a lot of money, because if they can make like $200, $300 a month extra, they are making very good money for them in Brazil. Today in Brazil, the average wage is around $200, $300 a month. So if these people can work as affiliates for American vendors, they're gonna love that. Make sense?
Yeah. So I think that's a really important point. Talking about how in Brazil, it's a very small percentage that speak English.
Yeah.
What we see is a lot of us, I think, in our space work U.S. English-speaking markets and Europe. And Europe's very different, where even though there's all these other countries, it's a large percentage that speak English. Whereas people that are interested in going into Brazil, they're really going to have to work at, everything has to be translated, right? Everything has to be worked for Portuguese. You can't just hope that you're going to sell an English product in Brazil, but that ability for an affiliate to make less in there, I mean, where I think they have a huge competitive advantage, right, is that an American agency needs to make, 30% profit from something so that they can pay their employees, so that they can pay their overhead. Whereas a Brazilian, if he's selling in US dollars, he could pay his whole team
for sure
on 10%, right? And so there's that scaling advantage where they have an extra 20% that they can spend. The domestic American can't necessarily keep up with and spend.
And for people that doesn't know about Brazil, it's important to remember that Brazil loves technology. They love make purchases of goodies. They love internet as well. So we have 200 million people living there, but almost 80% of our population are connected online. It's a very good influence of American culture. Mm-hmm. So people in Brazil knows America, knows the American culture, and it's easy for Brazilians to learn how to sell here, how to learn from the Americans experts how to increase their sales.
Yeah, so we've recently, right, Digistore 24, we really want to be an international marketplace, right? And so on our team, within our company, there are 300 languages represented and 200 countries.
Wow.
And so we have employees from everywhere. And so currently we have, on my sales team, we have 2 Brazilians that are there to help Brazilians that want to do stuff here in the US. We have multiple Spanish speakers on team so that they can help the affiliates that want to start doing stuff. We have Italian speakers, French speakers, German speakers. So really affiliates from anywhere that need maybe a little bit extra help with like, how do I promote in English? We can't necessarily do all the translating. But we can do a lot of hand-holding, helping, and educating in your own language.
Exactly. In Brazil, we have more smartphones than people in Brazil today. Probably another countries is the same. Yeah, we have 240 million smartphones in Brazil for 220 million people. So it's fun, right?
What's that extra 20 million?
I don't know.
Okay, that's interesting. Just sitting and collecting dust.
Exactly, yeah.
If you guys haven't done it already, make sure you like and subscribe, right? Make sure you follow us, share it to your friends or whatever. Any questions or suggestions, affiliates@digistore24.com. A link to all the offers that we talked about will be in the show notes. And remember, until then, open minds, open hearts equals open wallets.